your nose, touch your thighs, reach for the sky. Hey, oh! Alright. What's up? What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Ladies Night Radio Show. I am your host, Mysterious Jax, aka Tequila Jax, aka Jackie Jax, or Jacqueline, when I want to be professional and shit, if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Don't be scared. Pour yourself a glass, because I hate to drink alone, and these girls did not bring any drinks, and I forgot to. I should have told my producer to bring some. And if you are a lady lover who just keeps coming back, I appreciate you. This is a space for women to be unapologetically themselves and to show you what Ladies Night is all about. Yes. So some of you know that I love meeting new people. That's the Aquarius in me for sure. And I recently met today's special guest at our last Podcast Pit event. And if you don't know what the Podcast Pit LA is, I'm a bit offended as one of the co-founders. But anyways, the Podcast Pit is LA is a new event brought to you by the Good News Network that gives podcasters the opportunity to bring their show to a stage in front of a live audience. And if you missed the last one, then you definitely missed these two beautiful, wonderful ladies. Help me welcome Vernisa and Jen from Speak Up Podcast. Woo!
What's up?
There you go. There you go. I had to give you guys a round of applause. Welcome. Welcome to Ladies Night.
Happy to be here.
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
So who's who so they can tell the voices?
Hey, y'all. My name is Vernisa,
Hey, y'all. This is Jen.
and we're from the podcast
Speak Up.
Hey, that's cute. That's cute. Ooh. Oh, my God. When's the last time you guys had a ladies' night?
Oh,
Shit, with us, it's every night.
yeah.
I
I
agree. Do you guys live together?
No.
Oh, okay. But you guys hang out a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Especially in college. We lived together in college, so.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, okay. So, but like an official ladies' night.
Oh. When is the last time? It's been a while. We've
Yeah.
been busy. I don't know.
Really?
Maybe, not even on your birthday.
Nope.
It was like before then.
Last year, 2019, we'll
Yeah.
say that somewhere.
Guilty.
Yeah, so this is much needed, I
Yeah.
would say.
Okay, so 2019.
Yes.
That's also another reason why I definitely wanted to start a show called Ladies Night, because I met a lot of women who were like, Jackie, you're so dope. I love hanging with you. Let's hang out. Let's, whatever. And I'm for it. I love meeting like people. I love hanging out with people. But a lot of the women that I was meeting were telling me that they didn't have a lot of female friends. One. And two, if you don't have a lot of female friends, then you don't have Ladies Night. And Ladies Night is definitely needed in your life. Like, that's for sure. So I definitely created this space for women to just come, be themselves, have fun. And you don't have to be girly girl. Like, you can see me, I'm like right now in like a hoodie and a
Still
hat.
fly.
And still fly.
And
Got the
sexy.
hoops on. Got to tell the soups and the red lips.
Yes. I'm twinning with you on that.
With the earrings I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
We all came in with our hoops.
Yes.
That's popping.
So yeah, I mean, that's definitely why I created the space for Ladies Night, and just to have fun, have a good time, make it, what's up. So, and today we're talking about girl code, and I just definitely had to make that a topic because of the fact that you guys are best friends and you have a podcast together. So before we get into that, tell them a little bit about your podcast and what they can expect from Speak Up Podcast.
So basically, we've been doing this podcast for a year, from last January, and basically, the podcast focuses on self-love and inner peace. Me and Jen, we love like motivating people and just talking about things that we've been through and like helping people through their traumas and like making a positive impact.
I like that.
And basically, we try to keep the podcast as like relatable as possible. So any conversation that you might have with us in person is going to sound pretty much the same as one of our episodes and vice versa. And we do that so that we show like, we're going through this too. We're not perfect. Like we cuss, we stutter, we're still figuring life out throughout the entire way. So our show's kind of like the best friend you never had type of thing.
Yeah. I really enjoyed your live show. I know you guys only get 20 minutes, but I really loved it. Like you guys were really real and authentic, and you spoke about your own things that you're going through, and I definitely connected with it. And I think maybe it's because I'm at a space where the topic you guys are talking about, like that's kind of where I'm at. So when you guys were talking, I was like really like connecting with it, and so I really enjoyed it. So I was like, I gotta have these girls on my show. Yes. Well, I love it. I love the name. I love that you guys are best friends. I mean, so people that know in like the podcast world, like it's tough, especially when you have more than one person on there. There's a lot of ideas. How do you guys kind of collaborate and like come to the understanding to like what you're going to talk about?
A lot of it is things that we're going through at the moment. Like sometimes, like we'll be watching something or something, or like we'll be in a deep conversation. Like, oh, we should do a podcast on that. This is something that people need to hear, and then we just take it from there.
I like that.
And to be honest, we're both like the same person in two different bodies, so that kind of comes easy. Like sometimes we say the same thing at the same time, or one of us was thinking it, but we said it. You know how like in White Chicks, there's that moment where it's like, oh, well, you were thinking it, but you said it.
Yes,
yeah, so that's our thing because like it happens so often. But
and we actually say that to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys met in college. So that's how many years of friendships that you guys have now?
Going on 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it.
Time flies.
Were you guys in like the same classes or did you join an organization together?
No, we were housemates all 4 years. So we met. We weren't in the same room the first year. We like we're in 2 different rooms in the same apartment, and then after that, all 4 years we just ended up being,
that's so dope.
Close. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so I also love learning about people. So like, really quick, what are your ethnicities?
So I'm black. My mom has some Spanish in her.
Okay.
And my dad's full black. Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, I know a little bit.
Do you understand it a little bit?
I can understand it better than I can speak
And you're
it.
an LA native? Are you from LA?
I'm from like all over, like Long Beach, San Bernardino areas. I moved around a lot. Yeah,
okay.
So.
But Southern California.
Southern California. Yeah.
Okay, got it. What about you, Jen?
I'm Salvadorian. Both parents are Salvadorian, but my mom has some black in her, so that's
some
where
black
that
in
comes
you.
from. Yeah.
I think down the line we all have some in us for sure.
Something in us somewhere.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're an LA native?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Valley, LA County, whatever.
Yeah, the Valley, Southern California. Okay, I get it. All right. Well, like I said, welcome to Ladies Night. So I also wanted to give our listeners an idea of the podcast Pit LA. And since you guys are one of the 4 shows from our second night, I kind of want to like hear from you guys being the ones that are like the ones on stage. Because, me and Keith and Michael are the co-founders. So it's a different perspective for us. For you guys coming in, how was your experience on the podcast Pit LA?
Oh, it was amazing, honestly. It was cool because like our episodes are normally 30 minutes, so it actually felt like an actual episode with it, just being only, being 20. It's like around the same time. And it's funny because me and Jim, we're always like, alone, in a room somewhere when we're recording. So to actually have an audience there is actually fun to engage with the audience and like hear the reactions in the moment. Because like, when we release an episode, people will hit us up later like, oh, the episode was, they'll tell us their feedback. But to hear the feedback in that moment, I feel like that was beautiful to feel the impact and like to get it instantly.
Yeah. What about you, Jen?
And I think for us, it was like a test really to see if we can do this like live, obviously in front of people and like how well we actually know each other, because even though we had certain points to come off of, like the rest of it was just like pretty much freestyle. So, I think that was mainly like my concern, like, oh my gosh, are we gonna, it's one thing being behind the mic, know, and like preparing for an episode. And of course we prepared for this too, but like just being in front of people and I'm like, oh my gosh, are our nerves gonna get the best of us, So I think after that, realizing like the impact that was left in that room, not just from our podcast, but from everybody on that stage, was just one of the best things.
Yeah. Was that me? It might be me.
It's not me.
No, it's not.
Are you sure it's not you, Kosi? Producer Kosi? Oh, you know what? It's my laptop. It's my new laptop. Hey! I was like, where is that coming from? So if you guys watch me on IG, you guys know that I kind of said it. My laptop broke about 2 months ago, so I've been kind of being creative on how I've been working, just doing my show, the good news stuff. And for my birthday was last Sunday on Super Bowl, and my sister showed up to I was hanging out with my best friend. She showed up. We're watching Super Bowl, and then she gave me my gift. I didn't think anything of it, and I mean, I thought it was gonna be a book because that's the type of person she is. Like, she gives really good like thoughtful gifts, and so when I opened it, I was really surprised that she gave me this MacBook Air. And I was like, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I was not expecting it. So I was very thankful and blessed. So shout out to my sister Anna, who gave me a laptop for my birthday.
Aww.
I know, it's such a nice one, nice color. Anyways.
Yeah. I was looking at the color. I was like, ooh, that's cute.
I know. I love it. And speaking of birthdays, I just found out both of these ladies' birthdays are in January and February, so we're all Aquariuses.
Yes.
What?
Very in tune with each other.
Yeah.
I was like, no
Aquarius
wonder
gang.
we connected. Yes, Aquarius gang, for sure. We're just nice people, but like,
Love you.
once we're done with you, we're done.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
that's so true.
And I was telling them I've never dated a male, like an Aquarius guy, and they both have, and they're like, don't do it. So really, don't date an Aquarius guy?
one who doesn't know himself, I
Yeah.
would say.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Because Aquarius, we're known just to be very cold. We could be that, and
Yes.
I feel like when you're in that stage of like player, you're gonna be extra player, extra cold. So I feel like Aquarius men, that's the
We're extreme.
thing.
We're
Extreme,
really
yes, one or
like
the other. I
lovable
fuck with
and
you, I
kind.
don't.
Yeah. And then
so
if we don't, we're don't. Yeah. That's what I try to tell my sister and explain to her because she's also like she's a Virgo. Her and my friend are really like alike, and they're like guarded. They don't allow just anybody in. Where I allow everybody in, and then but once you mess with me and I'm done with you, I'm done.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I try to tell her. But yeah, all right. Well, thank you, and I really appreciated you guys. Like I said, I like connected with your podcast show, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have because you guys have been working, you're moving, and it's not easy to sit in front of a live audience. Trust me, the first time I ever did it was with Keith. He will tell you, I went into the restroom, I thought I was gonna throw up, and this is just me as a producer. Like I sat next to him with like and I had a mic, but I really didn't have like a voice on the show, but I almost threw up. Like I was like, oh my god. So nerves is definitely normal, but you guys did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
So shout out
Really
to you
appreciate
ladies.
it. Oh my
Yay.
God. Thank you for allowing us that opportunity too.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next or our first segment of the night, which is called Lady of the Week. And this is where we we recognize women who are doing big things and just, making difference or just shining. You know what I mean?
Shining, yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind.
Hey, let that light shine, girl. That's right. So this week, it goes out to actually two women. I want to give this to J-Lo and Shakira, who made history on Sunday night. Woo woo. Yes. I'm over here trying to be engineer too at the same time.
Get it, girl.
Doing
You
the sound
doing it.
effects.
That's how we do.
Yeah, they know me. I be messing up. It's okay though. I keep it real on here.
For real.
So while other Latino artists like Christina Aguilera, Gloria Estefan, Arturo Sandoval have performed in the Super Bowl halftime shows, this was the first time that two Latina women were the headliners. And I'm so proud of them, how they represented the Latinx community. They put in work. They showed all of their cultures on stage, and they actually, I don't know if you guys caught it, but also brought up a lot of it, like awareness. Like, I don't know if you guys caught the kids in the cages
Yes.
part. I think there was something else that I can't think of at the moment, but yeah, they did like their statements, like very subtle, but they did it. And I just loved it. They did an awesome job. And I also want to recognize Jay-Z on what he did with his partnership with the NFL. He definitely targeted the Latinx community and the market, which doesn't really watch football and NFL like stuff like that, but ended up making this the most watched halftime show ever. So yeah, you know what I mean? So that should tell them that Latin, X community is strong and we support, even though we don't watch football like that, we roll deep. So if you there, we supporting you. We're coming through.
For real.
And that's what we did for Shakira and J-Lo. So they're like, we're not watching football, but we're going to watch the halftime show. And J-Lo, I don't know if you guys caught her Instagram post, but she posted a video and she on the caption she put, "All I want my girls, the little girls on stage with me and all over the world to know is how to use their voice and be proud of everything they are. Other people can try to build walls, keep us out, or put us in cages. We are proud to recognize that all of us together are what makes this beautiful country truly great." So yeah, and so just FYI, she ended up removing the part where it says other people can build walls, keep us out, or put in cages, but somebody screenshotted it because she originally did it. Her publicist probably like, no, you got to take that out.
Political.
I know it's too political, but for whatever reason she put it there. She probably knew that, so she probably left it there for a minute and then ended up taking it out. But yeah, I just got to give J-Lo and Shakira credit for their phenomenal performance. What did you guys think of their performance?
Oh, it was sexy.
It was
great.
sexy.
It was empowering.
Yeah.
It
It was refreshing. I love how at the end they danced together. Like that was just
Yes.
like they did their own thing. Then it was like, no, we together in this,
Yep.
and it just ended it. It's in the show standing strong together. I think that was like to me the best part.
And then they high five.
Yeah.
Yes.
They high five.
I just think it's awesome how they show that age doesn't have to stop you either. You know, like they're
Right.
both above their 40s, and you know, J-Lo's in her 50s now officially. So it's like just amazing seeing two women like this, because I feel like as women we tend to be like, oh, you know, my prime is not here anymore, but J-Lo's doing better than ever. Shakira, like, she looks amazing, you know, and obviously their talents are both still there, and they both were able to showcase their multiple talents as well, and you know, represent their cultures. So I just thought that was amazing. Like, I kept my eyes glued to the screen the entire, like, 14 minutes, was it?
Yeah. And it's like, I know that there's some people that had like some problems with their performance because it was too sexual and this and that. And I was just like, come on. It wasn't even that. Like, it's just them dancing their culture. They were dancing salsa. They were doing like footwork. They were doing actual choreography that they, you know, that they put in work. So like, I know that, I think for girls, I think for women, it's a lot harder, you know, like you can't just go up there and sing. It's rare. Like you have to have like vocals like Adele, and you could just stand still. But like even the guys that are, you know, singing, they don't do as much work as Shakira and J-Lo put in as far as their costumes, the dancing, like J-Lo on the pole. Like that's a lot. That's hard. I don't know if you guys have ever tried doing it. I think I tried probably spinning once, and that the spin didn't even work. So for her to be doing it with her legs, like, you know, and a lot of women, I have had a past guest, shout out to Natasha. She actually teaches these classes, and she focuses on women and mothers who probably don't feel as sex anymore, or felt like they lost it or whatever, and she kind of brings that out in you to remember your feminine side, your sexuality, and it's nothing's wrong with that. And so I think that's what J-Lo did, and I think it was a phenomenal performance. But I think these people are just jealous, and they have to understand. I think Adrienne, I was telling you guys before the show that Adrienne from The Real put it like perfectly. She said, you know, I'm sorry that you think that this is sexual, or it was like too sexy, but this, to me, this was our culture dancing. And I'm sorry that we have hips and curves and butts that just end up shaking and moving when we dance. Exactly. Even when you're just doing some salsa moves, their ass was shaking. So, like, that's us. I'm sorry. Like,
let's be real. We're sexualized just walking down the street with some jeans on.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
just minding our business. So
Exactly.
it's crazy how they're just dancing. Like you said, their culture.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
But I bet you if they hadn't put as well of a performance as they did, people would be like, oh, that was so boring or whatever. You know,
Right.
like, they can't win no matter what they do. So they put on this great performance, embracing cultures, and then here they get attacked for it.
Man, that's insane. That's insane. All right. Well, I definitely wanted to just shine light on these wonderful women for representing us. And Jen, you brought up a great point as far as age. Like this, like somebody put up a meme, I think, of Blanche from Golden Girls at the age of 50, and then we put J-Lo at the age of 50, and how times have changed. And like 50, it's like we don't see it old anymore. We're like, J-Lo is 50 and she's still young, sexy, and still vibrant, and still, like, you know, attractive and strong, fierce. So I think that, how do you guys feel about that? Like them changing the whole like mentality of being sexy at 50.
I think it's awesome, honestly, because it gives me a lot to look forward to. You know, it lets me know I still have 30 plus years to look sexy and shit and feel sexy. But I just think it's cool. Like, I was reading this article that was saying that even now younger girls are looking to older women on how to feel sexy, because, you know, they're seeing that these women are starting to change the game. And it's true. Like, why do I have to stop feeling good at 50 years old? You know, it doesn't mean my life is over. It could just barely be starting, actually.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Were you gonna say something?
Oh, I was just gonna add on, like, yeah, I think it's beautiful because, like, y'all were saying, like, it's these socially constructed norms on, like, like 50 our age or life stops, and it's crazy because with men, it's like, oh, men look better as they age. You know, you hear those. Things all the time. Like, oh,
the salt and pepper,
the beard. But when we start, it's like, oh, why don't you have, you know, like, there's quick to get criticized for it. So the fact I saw her movie, was it The Hustler?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, me and her watched it on the plane recently, and it was just nice to. You know, you weren't even thinking like, oh, she's 50, nothing like that. Like, she's just being herself, being bomb, and like living. You know.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really good too. Yeah, man, I love it. I think that J-Lo's looking a lot better than a lot of 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. So we got to step it up because J-Lo is setting the bar high.
She look like a 50. I know, right?
For real.
Like, when she was dancing up there, I was like, yo, I'd be tired. Like, how is she still keeping her breath?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, I'm done. Like, let me tap out. Somebody bring me a chair. Let me sing from the rest from the chair. Like, I was telling you earlier that I was like having trouble walking because I freaking hurt my hip. And I'm like, I'm in my 30s. Why do I feel like I'm in my 60s? This is not normal. J-Lo would be so disappointed in me.
I am crying.
Oh my God. So yeah, we got to do better in J-Lo's honor. Come on now.
Man.
Let's do better. All right. So if you're just tuning in, I have the wonderful ladies of Speak Up Podcast, Jen and Vernisa, and they are joining me here because we're going to talk about Girl Code. But if you're just tuning in really quick, I want to kind of give them another chance to let people know where they can find them and to give them a chance to explain again what your show is about.
Okay, sorry. She looked at me and I was like, oh, it's my turn. Go ahead, girl. Get it. Sorry. I'm used to her speaking for this part. Anyway, sorry. So you can find us pretty much on a lot of major platforms actually, but our main one is Instagram at SpeakUpJV, and then you can find all our links in our bio there. But we do have a YouTube channel, we have an iTunes, we have a Spotify, we are on Podbean as well, and our show is basically focusing on self-love and inner peace. It's not just for women, it's for the men too, not just for millennials. It's pretty relatable in my opinion, and all it takes is one episode, and I promise you will not be disappointed.
Hey,
promise.
I like that. Okay,
Great.
so definitely, gosh, and they have a great show. I left inspired from listening to them. So you guys are awesome. Keep it up. So you guys are best friends, and you guys have a podcast together. Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and go into Girl Code. Okay. So speaking of Girl Code, what is like the number one thing that you think of when you think of Girl Code?
Oh, I think of uplifting each other.
Okay, I like that. Okay, I should expect that you guys went there because of your show.
I was going to say chicks before dicks, though.
Hey!
That too.
Yes. Chicks before dicks. Okay, yeah, for sure. I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do you feel about the women that, like, once they get, like, booed up, they vanish?
Okay. I think there should be boundaries set with that.
Okay,
I
explain
feel like
that.
You have to have a balance. It's healthy to have friendships. It's healthy to have your boo. Happy to have your family. And I think we try to pour if you put all your eggs in one of those baskets, all of them, it's not good, because if something happens, you're just gonna fall apart. You got to have that balance. You got to have, like you said, the ladies' night. You got to have time with your family, time with your boo, things like that, because those girls that just, okay, I got a boo, let me vent, I'm gonna leave my friends, forget them. It's like, okay, but then it's like when they go bad, then you back circling back. You need your friends sometimes. I'm not saying you got to tell all your business and stuff to your friends, but you need that balance. We're good friends though, not because some friends behave and stuff. I want your real down to earth friends, because you know. So I think it's healthy to have a balance with that. Well,
okay, explain the balance as far as like what would be a good balance when you get like a boyfriend you're booed up and all that, or even like, let's go as far as marriage.
I still think like you should have sometime like a ladies' night with your friends. It could be just like y'all just in the house drinking wine, catching up. You know, like as long as you guys are at least calling each other every now and then, not like complete. I think it's unhealthy when you just completely vanish. You don't check on your friends, you don't call them, or you don't even vent about what's going on with you at all, because sometimes we try to internalize everything, hold everything in, and it's like we're really hurting on the inside, and sometimes you need a friend to lean on, you need something like that. So I think that, in my opinion,
for sure. Have you guys ever been in a situation like that?
Where what side of the situation?
Well, that your friend got booed up and then kind of like vanished.
I've dealt with family that happened with like close family members. Yeah, I have friends that
and then they try to come back.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, and I let them just see it for themselves, like, because most of the times they just like realize what it was,
Yeah, definitely.
Because I learned when they're going through that situation, you're trying to like, oh, you were, you try to say something about it, and it makes it worse. It actually makes the person push back and go back,
no, that's true for sure,
farther from you.
What's another one that you guys would say? I was thinking not dating their exes, but I feel like they're so
not dating.
We've talked about this before, like so obviously not dating exes, right?
Yes.
So how would this Girl Code rule follow if, let's say, Jen went on like a Hinge date with somebody? She swiped right, they connected.
Like,
or Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like she went on a date and she just like, I'm not feeling them, right? And then that was it. Like they went on like one coffee date, and then that's it. Maybe like 2 months passed. And then all of a sudden, Vernisa runs into somebody at a bookstore or something, and you guys connect and you're vibing, and then you like show up or you introduce, and you later found out that that Jen went on a coffee date with them. How does that work?
It's weird saying this with Jen because we know everything about each other. So
right.
I'm like, she already would have known the picture of who the dude was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but now like
y'all were on Instagram, Facebook, detectives. Like,
pretty much.
If it really was, ooh.
Even if it was like a one date and it didn't work out, would you have like shown her all of the pictures, Jen?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
definitely. I mean, I would have shown her the pictures as soon as I swiped right. I would have been like, "What do you think of this guy?" She probably would have been with me when I swiped.
So that it's weird with our friendship. But so okay, I have a question. So like
Yes.
I ran into him at the store. I met him. So we just had that one encounter, or like we got.
Yeah, like you guys exchanged numbers and you
Okay.
guys were texting for like a week, and then you guys were like decided to go hang out, and you guys went to like, I don't know, Dave and Buster's for your first date, and you're clicking, and so it's gonna be a second date, and you're like, oh my god, Jen, I really like this guy, and then she finds out like, oh my god, I went on a date with this guy. I met him for coffee, not even like an actual date. Because I feel like over the first date when you off of like a dating app is not a real date. It's more like a
Getting to know you.
Yeah, like it's an interview. Let me see if we want to
Yeah.
go into the date.
I'm very weird, so I think I'll end the date. Like not even be talking to the dude.
Really,
I
even if
know.
they just had coffee?
I'm just, I'm like, okay, I don't know. For me personally, it's just, it's like, okay, they already had their encounter.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Me,
But nothing happened. No hand holding, no chemistry. It was like she was on an interview or something.
Oh,
You just can't because they went on a date.
it's just like, I don't know.
There's plenty of other men out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that- And
Even
then-
if you're really vibing with them and they're
And then
like,
it's just weird because every time we all hang, let's say me and him get serious, every time we're together, it's like they went on, they already tried to like try something. It's just like it's in our.
it's always going to be in your head.
subconscious.
I don't
All
think it
of
would
us.
bother me. Because it's so funny because like my producer's also like pretty much my sister and like we're roommates. And there's been times when I've gone on a date and I'm like, this person would be so great for Kosi. And I will text her, oh my God, like I need to send.
I'm gonna put y'all together.
Yes.
That's different because I think you got that intention of it.
I do. And I also think because we're older and I'm just like, I wasn't vibing with them. Nothing happened. Like, I was like, you guys should connect. You guys should meet. I've actually done that before on a date. I'm like, oh my God, I have the, and I feel so bad because then like, they're like, it's like already you're like knocking them down. It's like, well, the intention, what I mean?
You
Sometimes
sound like Usher though. What's bad? You the one that hooked us up. It should have been you. Like, I'm just saying. It's gonna turn
so
into that.
true, like for real. But I'll be thinking like, oh my God, this person would be so good for my sister. Like that's how my mindset is. Like I'm always trying to hook people up. Maybe that's why I'm single because I'm always trying to be Cupid. Because I'm always like, they would be
shoot
great with that.
yourself.
Like you cool, but it's not gonna work out. Like I be cutting people off so quick. As far as when it comes to
Aquarius
dating,
fuck.
like for friends, I make friends with everybody. Like seriously, but when it comes to dating, I cut people off so quick.
Oh,
What was that? A friend can't keep my bed warm? I mean, they can if they sleep over, but nothing's gonna happen. I'll turn the heater on.
I was like, we'd be plenty warm over here.
Anymore. We good.
I have another.
San Marcos and shit. We got the blanket.
No, you ain't lying. I have
Oh.
another though, like girl code one. When you and your girl out, you and your homegirl out,
Right.
and then you say somebody cute, and a girl go talk to
Ooh.
him.
Oh,
I think that's against girl code. I
Oh,
think if
yes.
if I
I
already
agree.
pointing him out or you pointing, I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna let it.
I call dibs. I mean,
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I think that's one.
I
What?
agree.
Okay, I'm gonna change it on you, Vernisa, real quick. What if that happens? Like, what if?
It happened to me. If it
No,
happens-
no. But let me change it for you. There's all four of us are out, right? And then Vernisa's like, "Oh, he's cute," and we're like, "Okay, Vernisa, all you, right?" And then he comes over.
wants the other one.
He wants somebody else. What are you doing? What's gonna happen? It's still off the table.
Me and Jen don't do that.
No,
You gonna
yeah.
keep saying me and Jen.
We've never had
Yeah.
our eye on the same
Person.
guy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Me and her don't have the same type.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
We have different types for sure. Me and Kosi, but
Yeah, I had an ex friend that literally she did this with different people. She would literally like you say someone's cute, she'll go talk to them right there. Like, hey, she'll just go up to him.
not for you. Not bringing him over.
No, she'll just go.
Because
get him.
I'll do that, but I'm gonna bring him for you.
No,
I'm a great wing woman.
Yes. Me.
No, she didn't do that.
That
Get
sucks.
they number and be dealing
I
with
hope
them.
you cut her
Oh,
out.
we ain't friends no more. I mean, not because of that. We're not friends anymore. But I'm saying like that's
no.
something, a trait.
Well, that's
that-
definitely a red
One of the
flag.
reasons.
It's like, girl,
She got cut off. Anyways.
you're out of here.
I've seen that.
You're
before.
out of
I've had
here.
friends- I-
What? Oh no.
That's happened before.
Oh man. Okay, that's a good one actually.
Yeah, I think that's a one to highlight.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's a good one. Oh, off. Okay, so first dibs.
First up, that's it. Like I got my eye on him. Okay,
Okay.
that's it.
All right. Does that count just for the night?
She going in. Oh no!
Oh, I love to push. I love to push.
I like
I'm
that.
messing.
Oh my goodness.
So we see him like tomorrow, and I see him first. Can I call dibs?
So refresh. That was yesterday.
Like, girl, we see Justin Timberlake or something.
Oh, that's different.
Celebrities don't count.
Okay, so celebrities don't count.
I'm sorry.
What about influencers?
After,
Hey, what about influencers?
influencers? Oh no.
Do they count?
Cause she love some celebrities. I wouldn't joke her.
No, yeah, I wouldn't go on her celebrity crush.
Do you guys have like the same type or no? You
No.
don't? Okay.
We don't.
Okay, Vernisa.
We know each other's
You know
type,
what?
though.
Are you single right now?
Yes.
Okay, what's your type? Let's put it out there.
Ooh.
Wait, are you looking?
I'm
Let's start
chilling.
there.
I'm building my. I'm. Okay, what's the word I want to say? I wouldn't say I'm looking. He got to look for me.
Before we get you your type, can we check out the chat box right now?
Oh yeah, my bad. We get caught up in the fun.
Crystal, hey Anna.
Hey everybody in the
What's
chat. I'm
good?
so sorry. We got caught up in the conversation that I
in.
totally
No, she
forgot to
got
open
video.
the chat box. I didn't even open up Skype. So if anybody's calling, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Keith said Jackie is not a matchmaker, LOL. She's a hookup maker. Oh,
I like that.
Wait, I don't understand what that means, Keith. Isn't it the same thing? Or is the hookup is like not dating?
hookup.
Oh.
Never mind.
I'm
Just
so
what she said.
confused. No, I mean, if it doesn't work out, that's your fault, not mine. If you guys just ended up hooking up, that's your fault. It was a good match when I set it up. Crystal had my back. She said she has good intentions. Oh my God. Every time I go out with Crystal, I'm always trying to hook her up. We just recently traveled to New Orleans.
Heard that.
I'll be like, Crystal, you like him? I'm going to go get him for you. She'd be like, no. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Anna, my sis. She's in the chat box. I think that's her. There's like two of you, Anna Martinez says. I need you guys to like Jackie's sister and then somebody, Little Anna. That's what your nickname should be. Because I don't know which one's which on there. But anyways, coming back to it, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're talking about Vernisa's love life. So Vernisa, you're single. Are you looking? Is the next question.
He looking for me. I'm
Ooh!
not looking.
Okay, so you're open to like meeting new people.
Yeah, somebody coming.
If
with
it
some
happens, it
values
happens.
correctly. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that. What's your type?
My type, well, like look wise or like
Both.
mentally?
First look wise, and then we'll go into
Ooh.
personality.
So look.
She looks at me. I'm like, I'm her type.
That's my type. That's my type.
Look wise, you know, I like my chocolate. I like my chocolate man. I like tall.
So you don't date outside your race. It's just it got to be black.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I love black men.
Okay.
So that's that's
Any
my
shade?
preference. Any shade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darker the barrier.
Yeah, the darker the better, I would say. And then like pretty much as far as like at least like taller than me, of course. Like
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4". Well, taller. Okay, so okay.
With
I
heels.
I don't want to sound.
No, do it. It's your
Okay.
type. Put it into the universe.
I mean,
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
come
So
on.
at least 5'11". I'll say that.
5'11".
At least.
At least.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. And then
Because you're 5'4".
I'm 5'4".
5'4".
Yeah. So with heels,
With
I'm
heels,
probably like what
5'6"?
5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah, like look wise.
What if he was 5'9"? That's still taller than you.
I'm down with 5'9". You saying ideally?
Okay, I did.
Yeah,
5'11".
so-
You're right. Put it into the
yeah,
universe.
yeah,
5'11".
yeah,
5'11".
yeah.
Got it.
I mean, what do I like as far as looks? I like a nice fade. I like a nice smile.
Okay. He has to have clean haircut.
Clean haircut.
No.
right? Yeah.
No long hair.
Yeah, I like fresh cut. I do like waves.
What about the man bun?
No. No.
You know that's the
I
style.
like my dudes with their wave caps. So.
Specific on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because look wise, nice smile, and all that stuff. And I like lean dudes. Like I like very lean.
Lean
I would say.
dudes. They gotta
not,
be
not super buff, but not like bony.
Athletic built.
Yeah, I would say
Athletic
that.
built. Okay.
Long and lean. And then like as far as personality, honestly, genuine. Like
Okay.
your intentions are real. Like a dude with a sense of humor,
Okay.
smart, someone that's ambitious for sure. Because I'm very ambitious. I'm always pushing myself to the next level. I need somebody who constantly I could have an intellectual conversation with. Keep stimulating up here first. This
Yes.
is really where it really matters at. And what else I would say? Just like loving and giving. Like
Okay.
just a caring spirit. I would
Does
say.
he have to be a college graduate?
I wouldn't. He doesn't have to be a college graduate.
No. As long as he's smart.
But
and
I
he's-
want a dude who's been through a struggle, so he understand what that is. Like I never been attracted to the type that like what's the word, that didn't appreciate things and stuff. I want a person who like know what it feels like to struggle, but came out of it and is working towards bettering themselves every day.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect. That's a big thing. I'm really big on respect.
Respect,
honestly.
for sure.
Like, it's like I don't have to. Okay, I have a whole list. Like
Go, girl. Bring up the list.
A man, like actual man who another thing, taking accountability. Like a lot of people today don't want to take accountability. Like they'll do something wrong or something and just try to deflect it onto the other person. So like you have to be doing that inner work. You know? And constantly growing every day, and like holding me accountable too. Like if if I'm slipping, I love constructive criticism. I love hearing like where I can grow at what areas. So we can just grow together. And I'm not asking nobody perfect. No one's perfect, and I think we gotta get that idea out that it's healthy to grow with somebody.
It's perfect for you. That's what it is.
And not no one who's complacent.
Yes.
Or in the comfort zone who's constantly trying to do better.
Do better. Okay, I like that. And I was gonna ask you another question. Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, I'm gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what it was. Celebrity crush.
Oh shoot. Okay, so I got two.
Okay.
Wait, no, wait. So, I got a couple. Okay. All right. So my man, I think who I'm married, Michael B. Jordan, and then I love the baby a lot too. I don't know.
I don't see it. Everybody has a crush on him right now. I don't see it. I mean, he's a cool guy. He has a nice smile, but I just don't. Do you like the baby?
It's something about him. I don't know what it is, but no, I like Michael B. Jordan though. That's
Michael B. Jordan.
That's
no, like a lot of people have the baby for sure, and you're not the first. Like everybody loves.
I don't know what it is. It's some.
Maybe it's his charm.
It's that hood side about him because I got a little.
He's a man.
He's a man.
Yeah. Like it's something about that like that. You know what I mean? Like that aggressive side. So Michael B. Jordan. No, that's like I would say like.
Oh yeah, I like the way he carries himself.
He's Aquarius too, by the way.
Is he really? But you say you wouldn't date Aquarius.
He knows himself, though.
Yeah, he knows himself. There's a difference.
Jen was specific on that.
They got the same birthday, so it's like, see, you gotta
be. Okay, you're a fan.
Michael B. Jordan, she coming for you.
She's shooting her shot. I'm gonna go ahead and record this pod, post it, and tag him. Hit up my girl Vernisa. Just like that on IG.
Literally.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Let's get on Jen now, though.
Really quick, we got Crystal's. Hey, she's putting it in the universe too. She said, she has to be taller than her, of course, same as you. Ambitious, funny, driven, black, God fearing.
Yep.
She has more, but she just doesn't want to give the list. And then she's 5'7", and so they have to be taller than her. She's not. Yes, she is. No, she's 5'7". I think she just looks very. Cause she's athletic. Like she just. I don't know. Your butt makes you look shorter. Your butt makes you look shorter. Crystal, who's your celebrity crush? Hey, put in your celebrity crush in the chat box. I want to see who's celebrity crush. Who's popping? Who's out there? I'm trying to think of my celebrity crush. I don't really have one right now, but I do like athletic guys. All right, Jen, your turn, girl. Are you single?
Yes.
Okay, Jen. Are you open to dating, and are you looking?
I'm not looking, but I am open to dating. But like legitimate dating. It can't be no like let's go smoke in the car or Netflix and chill. It's got to be like
take me out.
Yeah, like I planned this out for you. Like even if you got a busy ass schedule, but you planned it out and you're like, hey, I'm gonna take you out Friday night or whatever. Clear this slot. Like dress up.
Okay.
Because I like to look cute.
Yeah.
So it's like if a guy tells me to look cute for a date, I'm like, ooh, he took his time to plan this.
Yeah, because guys don't do that now. So if you do it, like you're gonna be ahead of the game. I'm gonna tell y'all, guys, if you're listening, guys don't do that now. Yeah. So if you even just do that small gesture, you're gonna be ahead of the game. Trust me, for sure. That's like a big plus right now.
Pull up in no basketball shorts.
For real.
Oh! What about the gray sweats?
We can right.
That's after the date.
Day 2. I'm playing.
He puts on. I'm getting something comfortable. He puts on the gray sweats. Okay.
Like,
I see what we doing here.
I was like, oh, you mean that comfortable?
Okay. I see what we doing. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, Vernisa, if he picks you up, how's he got to be dressed? Jeans, slacks, what's going on?
I'm cool with jeans.
Okay.
But nice shoes. They're just like, I like collar shirts.
Collared shirt.
A little button
Button up.
Collar shirt. Yeah, that's fine. Or like,
how would you feel if you walked in with a tie? Do you want a tie?
That's fine. I mean, whatever.
Okay.
I'm
fancy,
with it.
fancy.
I'll take it there. On our grown women shit. That's fine.
No, really though.
Yeah, but I like the collar. I like the collar shirt. I love.
Oh, what's the age?
Okay. I just turned 26. The youngest I would go is like 25. I would say. Like,
okay.
It's like 1 year younger.
What's the oldest?
The oldest I would go.
10 years older?
Oh, the oldest I would go. I'll say like 35.
Okay.
Yeah, me personally.
That's funny. When I was 24, I dated a 34-year-old.
Oh, so you see?
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Right now, though, I don't know if I would date somebody that's 10 years older than me. Not me being in my 30s. Maybe it depends. I don't know. Because then, well, anyways, go ahead, Jen. Your turn, girl. I'm not taking your time.
No, you're fine. Wait, like,
Your type. Put into the universe.
okay.
Do it all.
Physical, he's got to be taller than me.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
All right, you guys, 5'2". I'm 5'2". Okay. And we're crazy. I love
Yes.
this. Did we just become best friends?
The new trio.
The trio.
The trio.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be taller than me. He's got to be clean. Like, I'm talking about clean fingernails, clean ears. Like, he's got to have nice teeth. I'm very into teeth.
Yes.
He's got to take care of his, like, breath. He's got to drink water. I'm sorry. He's got to have good skin, like, moisturized.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
know?
Yes.
'Cause
a man. Would you
yeah.
think a man that's what's the word? Oh, metrosexual. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah.
What if they do more products in their faces and their hairs more than you guys?
That's fine.
That's fine?
Nothing wrong with the hygiene part.
Okay.
As long as they don't go into makeup.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, if you doing it to clean yourself,
Yeah.
moisturize. I am with that.
They do like a mask
Yeah,
for
the
15
beard.
minutes, then they do the
Shoot.
avocado
We could do a
scrub.
mask
I love
together.
it.
Right?
Hey.
Date
For reals,
night.
you would date somebody that does a mask with you? Okay. All right.
I talked about this with her all the time. I make face masks every now and then.
Do you really?
Yeah, so I'm like, I would love to just stay at home. I would consider that a date. Like, if we had already been together,
What?
and like do face masks together and just do
Okay.
a little spa day together. Like, I would love
Hey.
that,
All right.
Yeah.
And as far as personality?
Personality, he's got to be very sociable. I'm like a little more reserved, so he's got to be my balance in that aspect because we can't both be, quiet in the corner and shit.
You're quiet?
To a certain extent,
I'm feel you though. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the cut. But once I'm like, I'm comfortable around you, then I'm like chit-chatting.
Yeah.
Or if I'm drunk.
Oh, no.
Which is like a lot of time tequila jacks comes out. I got my White Claw right here. So okay, you didn't tell me how they like as far as like look wise.
Oh.
Does it matter like race, ethnicity?
No, not necessarily. I've dated all guys. I've dated white guys, Asian guys, black guys, Hispanics, Middle Eastern.
Do you have a
guys.
preference?
No, not necessarily. I do like the darker like eyebrows and if darker
Dark-haired.
hair. Yeah, so even like on a white boy, I like the darker blonde white boys, whatever. But white boys aren't exactly my preference. No offense to anybody out there. But I do like my Latinos. I like the black men, and the Asian men. Those are the three main ones that I stick to. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I really wasn't into Asian men, but like recently been hit on a lot by Asian men. When I hit my 30s, I was like, what is going on? Hey.
They love them some Latino
They
women.
do.
Yeah.
And out of all of them, only like one had a little bit of like a swag to him. So I was like, okay, but the rest of them were just not my type. It's not like the white boys too. They have to have some type of like flavor to them, or you have to be from LA. I probably can't date somebody from like Idaho or Kentucky kind of white boy. It has to be like born and raised in LA. She know me because you're not.
I love it.
Maybe Texas. Hey, I went to Texas. Them white boys, ooh, they're like Southern charmers, and they're just like alpha males, and they're like manly men, but they're also romantic. Like they would hold the
Yeah.
door. I'm like, he's a stranger. I was like, oh, okay, you doing this because you like me or because I'm in Texas? What's going on?
I'm in Texas.
So Keith wants to know about long hair or short hair. I know Vernisa said no long hair, no man bun for
Maybe
Vernisa.
locks.
Maybe locks,
would be
but
fine.
not no man bun.
No.
What about you, Jen?
I mean, I don't really have a preference on hair as long as it's like clean, like out of his face.
Yeah.
Or if he has a man bun, only certain men can pull off man
Yes,
buns.
I agree with you
Yeah.
on that. What about facial hair, beards?
I like beards. I do like facial hair, but again, it has to be tamed.
Tamed, clean. Yeah, definitely moisturize or condition that
Yeah.
beard.
Yep.
Can't be looking crusty and having finding crumbs and
crusty.
Exactly.
like nuts in your beard.
Save it
No,
for later. Shit.
like peanuts.
her face.
Her face. Oh my god, like peanuts, almonds.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
just food.
food.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got somebody.
Oh, somebody calling us.
We got somebody a caller. Thanks for calling in to Ladies Night Radio Show. Who we talking to? Hold on. Oh, I gotta put the music down. My bad. Can you hear us? Hello? Are you there? Can you hear me? I don't hear anybody. I'm sorry. Call back again. We can't hear you.
They got shy.
They did get shy. Hello? No. I'm sorry. If you called, call back again. We couldn't hear you. All right. So she said go into the chat box. We couldn't hear them. Kosi, my producer over here, recording me. Oh, there it goes again.
Reminds me of Catfish.
Thank you for calling Ladies Night Radio Show. Who are we talking to? Oh my God, you have to unmute. What's going on? Why can't I hear? Hello? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Stop, no. I can't hear them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why can't we hear you then? I have everything on, connected. I'm so sorry. Hit us in the chat box if we can't, since you can't, we can't get through to you. All right. So Crystal's in the chat box. She says she loves beards. She says nice and clean, healthy, no knots. No, I said nuts, but like peanuts. Like people get when they eat, food gets stuck in their hair. That's what I meant. Peanuts. She said no nuts. Oh my God.
My face told me off.
Crystal, stop it. All right, so
but Keith said you like Jamaican men. What's up with that?
Okay, so Keith has been trying to say. He says I'm gonna end up with a Jamaican man. I don't have a preference. I'm not just dating Jamaican men, but he for sure sees it in his future that I'm gonna end up with a Jamaican.
Okay.
I don't know.
He manifested like
Right?
you said,
I'm like,
so
he got that juice.
He's so specific with it.
manifested. We asked.
I'll say what he manifesting for over here.
Keith, give your as the oracle, give your your prediction for Jen and for Nisa. Who are they gonna end up with?
I'm weak. No, I'm scared to go.
Oh, okay. Crystal said no nuts, or knots. She likes it. Wait, what? Like tangled. Oh, she doesn't want it tangled. So I get it. No tangled
Right,
hair.
she's
So I'm
trying
saying
to
they
comb
gotta
that out.
shampoo the beard, condition it first. Yeah, they have like oils for that.
Yeah.
Gotta be keeping it clean. Don't be crusty over here. I'm not trying to
No,
make
that's
out with the
not
crusty ass
ashy
beard.
either. No ashy.
No, yeah, that's why I said
Ooh,
moisturize.
Yes. I'm so mad of why we can't hear the chat. I'm so sorry. If you are tuning in and you tried calling, just hit us up in the chat box. And yeah, because I don't know what's going on with the phone. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and we kind of got off topic as far as girl code because, we putting it out into the universe that we're ready to, we're open to meeting the person we're supposed to be with. So.
Wait, can I say my celebrity crush? Real quick?
Yes. Yes.
So the man I want to have, Quincy Brown. I don't know if you know who he is.
Is he an athlete?
No, he's Al B. Sure's biological son, Diddy's adopted son.
Oh, yes. You're right.
With Kim Porter.
He a Gemini.
What was his last name?
Brown. Quincy Brown.
Quincy.
But he goes just by Quincy.
Quincy. Yeah, you're right. And he was on that show, Star.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yeah. Oh.
He looks sweet, too.
Everything about him. He got voice. He's got the looks. He's the one man I would accept with the man bun at all times.
Keith is a hot mess. We have Keith in the chat box. He says that he sees Asian men in everyone's future.
Oh my
No, you don't. Wait, look, read your mind. No offense. I mean,
Nisa said you have to shake that again and do it again.
My butt.
Why can't Keith? I don't know why the phone. I can't hear the person calling. Hold on. Thank you for calling Ladies Night Radio Show. Who are we talking to? Hello? Hello? Can you hear us?
Mic button or something?
No, I have everything.
Hey, mama, what's up?
That's a
I was
commercial.
like,
That's hilarious. Hey, we have what's his name? Anthony
Anderson.
Anderson calling in. What's up, Anthony? Oh my God. No, I don't know what's going on. We can't hear you. Can you? Let's see.
I'm trying to watch.
Hello? Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Why can't I hear them? What is going on? I'm so sorry. That sucks. I don't know why we can't hear you. Oh, I feel bad because I really want to know who's calling. All right. So, okay. All right. Your celebrity crush is Quincy. That's it? That's your celebrity crush? No more?
Michael Ealy.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Oh,
for you.
yes.
Don't get me
Michael
on that.
Ealy. Yes, he is hot.
Mm.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I like that one. I like that one.
The Game too. Gonna throw him in there, too.
50 Cent.
She like 50 Cent. That's her man.
That
Okay.
was my original
What?
crush. Yeah.
What? No.
I had the biggest crush on him in 5th grade, knowing damn well I shouldn't be listening to his music.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God. 50 Cent, if you hear him, come through.
It's her birthday this weekend. Like that.
Oh my God. Okay. What happened? Oh, okay. No, there's somebody's laughing. All right, so we're back to the girl code. So now that we've said and set our intentions for these ladies, you know, put into the universe, they're gonna meet their partners, their future partners. What's deal breaker though, for sure, for you guys?
What's a lot? Okay, mentally or physically?
Physically.
Oh, physically? What don't I like?
I know, I'm like,
Well,
Bad breath.
yeah,
hygiene.
he's dirty.
Bad
Yeah,
hygiene.
yeah.
Just,
Okay.
We're done. You're canceled.
All right, so going back to girl code, what's some other girl codes that women need to know and like for sure follow these things?
Be a whole person before you get into a relationship. I would
Okay.
think. I mean, I know it's not just girl code, but I feel like a lot of us women get lost in our relationships. You know how you were talking about like girls who vanish when they get a boo. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of that happens because we pour so much energy and love into men, you know, and sometimes it'll be the wrong man. I mean, I was in a toxic relationship before, and I poured my everything into this guy, and then when we broke up, it was like I didn't know who I was anymore. You know, but I realized also I didn't really know who I was before I met him. Like
Yeah.
I was at a really low space in my life. So I think that's really important to keep, so that way you know who to actually keep around as well. Because when you do get in a relationship, you're like kind of shifting around as far as like friends and,
Yeah.
you know, all that stuff. So I think it's important to keep that in mind so that way you keep your right friends along the way as well. And then, you know, be able to let go of a bad man if he's not good for you.
I like that you brought that up. I definitely want to. Some people are just wanting to be in a relationship and they're not mentally ready, or you're, you know, whatever it is. Not even just an age thing. It's more like, do you love yourself? Do you appreciate yourself? Do you value yourself? And are you whole by just yourself? Because somebody else is not gonna like complete you.
Right.
You should be complete. So when you meet somebody, you can give yourself to them, and you're complete. You're whole, and you're not trying to fill a hole by being in a relationship.
100.
For sure. So I definitely agree with that. Just some random other girl codes. Don't leave your drunk friends
I like
behind.
that one. Go to the bathroom with your friends at the place.
Another one too, if you see like a random girl in the bathroom or somewhere in the bar club and you know she's wasted and you don't see any of her girlfriends around, definitely I would say either stay with her, call her an Uber, or tell like the staff member to call her an Uber, something like that. Never leave them alone. I've also done this where I rescue people from like creepers and they're trying to get away.
I like that.
Girl
act like you
codes.
that girl too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act like you ain't feeling him. I'm act like I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
You gotta like all their selfies for sure. Girl code.
All the selfies.
Cozy.
Take good pictures of your friends too. Some
Oh
people
my
don't want to take a
God.
fucking picture.
Yes.
And they be like, okay, I'm done. No, you better get on the floor. All that.
Angles.
Yeah,
Angles.
You better get under me. All
Like
that.
all the pictures, okay? You don't be
Shoot.
liking any of my pictures.
Share my shit. All that.
She'd be like, I see you all the time. Why I gotta like your pictures? Because I said so.
Oh, I got one too. Like, don't be messy. Like, honestly, if you feeling some type of way about something, talk about it with your friends.
Right.
That's as simple as that. Because I feel like that's how things fester and get worse, and that's how that vibe is created. That shouldn't be there.
Yeah. I have one that I saw, but I was like, I want to get their take on it real quick. If Vernisa doesn't like them, you don't like them.
Ooh,
Was that that's a girl code? But like,
friendships. Okay.
I know times are kind of changed because the thing I was reading was like, if you don't like them, I don't like them. You know, and I get that that mentality. But like, even growing up, I was like, I never understood that. I never. But there are women that do believe it, and they're all about that code, and I get it. But that's never been me.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Honestly, I think it depends on situation. I feel like every situation's different.
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna say that because there's ways we met in different ways, or it depends on how close I am to the friend. That, you know what I mean?
That's so
it's just
true.
It all goes from there.
It does depend. Just because you don't like her because she has a stanky face or
Yeah.
rusty
Yeah, it
bitch
depends on- yeah, it
face,
depends on why you don't.
or
what
you just have a bad
happened.
vibe,
Yeah.
or you know, I don't know, she's dating your ex and you don't even know her. I don't know, like stuff like that. But if she did something shady to you, where she like
really
stabbed
fought.
you,
Yeah.
she like hit your
Yeah, 'cause
car.
someone fought Jen. I mean, come on. I'm
Oh,
not
fought
fucking
her.
with I
Okay,
ain't fucking with her.
I'm gonna be like cordial, but I'm not gonna trust her because
Yeah.
you know this is my friend, and if you trying to befriend me, it kind of gives me like I don't know if I should be your friend because you know that's my friend, and you fought her or you don't like her. I'm gonna be cordial, I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm not gonna be like your friend. I'm not gonna let you in because
Exactly.
it's a little weird that you know that's my friend, you don't like her, you trying to be my friend. That's also not gonna
It's
happen.
messy.
It is messy for sure. Well, our time is coming to an end for sure. I know time goes by so fast
does. Oh my gosh.
when you're having fun.
Yes, we are.
So if you're just tuning in, this is Ladies Night Radio Show. We're kind of wrapping up, but before we leave, I want to end our show by giving cheers to something. Cheers something that's going on in your life. Cheers somebody that, you know, done something amazing, or you're just proud of somebody, or something happened in your life that you want to celebrate. So I'm going to go around and just give some cheers to something that's going on. It can be something that you know, finally, you know, got your hair did, or like you went and aced the test, or it can be something small or something big. So we'll start off with you, Jen. What do you want to give cheers to?
I'm like, damn, I was still thinking. I mean, I think this is a personal one for me. I was recently going through like in a low place or whatever, and just recently I've started getting out of it. I was even talking to Vernisa about this in the morning, that I've been listening to like I am affirmations while I sleep and stuff, and it's been helping me a lot. And I've noticed it is making a difference in the way that I wake up, the way that, you know, I work with the mental health population, so the way that I even talk to them has changed, because sometimes it can be a little frustrating and they drain a lot of my energy. But I've noticed these past few days, like I've been waking up with a different attitude, I've been talking to them differently, and just looking at life differently. So I feel like that's something that's good news that I can be celebrating. So
Okay, I like that. I like that you sleep with affirmations. I definitely am for that for sure. We have somebody in the chat box. It says, my LA girls, I'm extremely proud of you. I tried calling in to speak to you. Much love to Vernisa and Jen from Dre Day 1985.
Oh my,
We
he's all the way
love
in
you.
Brooklyn. We love
Oh my
Shout
gosh.
out.
I'm
you.
so sorry
He's
that you
been
weren't
holding
able to
us
get
down.
through.
Oh,
Aw.
we love you, Drader.
We adore you so much.
That's love. I love it.
that
All the way
made
from
that-
the East
that made
Coast.
my day.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Keep supporting these awesome, wonderful women. They're amazing. I'm glad to have met them and know them, and I'm sure they're going to be in my circle because, you know, we all have a passion for radio and podcasts, and, you know, we all have a platform that we want to share and voice stuff. So, all right, Vernisa, you're up next, girl. What do you want to give cheers to?
I want to give cheers to growth. Honestly, the past, so I would say 2018, 2019 were very challenging years for me, and I feel like I'm really coming into myself. I'm proud of myself for like standing my ground. Like, speak up is deeper than just a podcast. Like, I've been speaking up for myself, you know, using my voice, and, you know, and also just taking care of me. I used to be the type to just like try to please everybody, be there for everyone, but it's like now I'm learning how to just pour myself into that love and heal from certain traumas, and just been really just focused. I want to applaud myself at this point.
Hey, I like that. No,
need
we're
it.
going to
Yeah,
applaud you.
like I feel like it's time. I you know, like that's one thing I would say.
We're going to give you
Being
an applause,
blessed
girl.
and being in gratitude of it.
That's
I
awesome.
like the clap.
We have so many sound effects that I don't really use anymore because I'm trying to stay in the conversation. You know what I mean? But I was waiting for. There's a bunch. Yeah, but
that one.
I'd like to be in the conversation. I'm trying not to go too much onto the sound effects. But, you know, I'm sure the more I do this, the better I get at my craft, and I'll be able to do the sound effects without even looking. I want to give a cheers to my Good News team. I'm so proud of us. We've done so much, and we actually have a retreat tomorrow that we're hosting for the Good News Network. So everybody, all the shows that we have on the network that have their own show that go live, we have a show every week. We're having a retreat tomorrow, and I'm so excited. We try to have 2 retreats, you know, per year where we get together, you know, and just make our craft and work on our craft and get better for our audience, for ourselves, and for your goals. You know what I mean? We all have goals with this, and so we're just trying to get better. And so I want to give a shout out to my team, Keith, Michael, Kirsten, Ray, and DJ Dash, who we've been working really hard to bring and create this retreat and make it the best for y'all. So all of y'all better show up at 9 a.m., okay? Because y'all need to be there. But anyways, ladies, let them know again where they can find you on all social media platforms.
So you can find us on Instagram at SpeakUpJV, and our Podbean website is speakupjv.podbean.com, where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be going visual very soon, so stay tuned for that. We're also on Spotify and iTunes, and my personal page is at Vernisa. That's V as in Victor, ERNISA. And Jen is at Jen with the flowers, exactly how it is. And her saying is,
I don't sow weed.
but she does.
I know. I thought that was so funny.
That was
Well,
good.
I want to thank you, ladies, for joining me here tonight on Ladies Night Radio Show. It meant a lot, and I'm so glad that we met, that we connected,
Yes.
and I'm sure I'm going to see a lot more of you guys. We're going to be in the podcast world.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
for those of
Like
you
this.
that don't know, we met through the Podcast Pit LA, which reminds me, our next Podcast Pit LA event is February 17th. It's a Monday. It's in downtown LA at Down and Out Bar at 7:30 to 10 o'clock. It's so much fun. If you're in the podcast community, or if you're just a fan, come through. It's a new, fresh event that we've got going for you. And trust me, you're going to have fun and you're going to enjoy yourself for sure. So I like to end the show by letting the women know that they're enough. So you guys can say you are enough. Okay. So I'm your girl, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies, you are enough. Thank you for joining me. Have a good one.
Woo.